Hello folks, welcome to this episode of Virtual Realms. This is my update for the channel, and this particular episode is going to focus on armored warfare. You see, I've just taken that step. I was already a member of their early access release that is going to be out on the 27th of this month, coming up in just a few days at the time of this recording. And I had access to it because I'd taken part in the alpha testing. However, I went ahead and spent some of the proceeds that I have acquired from YouTube and threw in a little of my own money and went ahead and signed up for their Lord of War bundle. And there's a reason for that. You might think I'm a little silly for throwing money at getting early access to this game when I already had access to the game, but it had some things in it that I really wanted for the benefit of my community here. The packs run anywhere from, to round them up, and this is going to be in US dollars, the Soldier of Fortune bundle for roughly $15, the Mercenary Commander bundle for $30, and the Lord of War bundle for $70. I wanted to take a moment and show you the webpage where you acquire these Founders Packs, and I will put a link to that in the description below, and give you a closer look at what is contained in them. I think if you compare them to other games, you will find that they're a pretty good value for your money. Now, the Soldier of War, or Soldier of Fortune bundle for $15 roughly, is it's pretty basic. It has $5 of gold that you can spend in-game for premium vehicles, perhaps for camouflage. It won't be you won't be able to spend that on gold ammunition or anything like that. They're staying strictly away from anything that might be remotely considered pay to win. Thank God. And of course, all of these packs grant you the early access guarantee, so it'll be part of the early access program. And that is going to be a series of releases, actually. I believe they're going to handle it. They'll release the current version of the game for a week or so. You can get to play it, and they will gather their metrics that they need to study, and then they'll shut it down and make some changes, and then it'll be back up for another week or so after that, and it'll just go in waves like that, probably getting progressively longer. It depends on what problems that they run into and how long it takes to fix them. But as I said, they all grant you access to early access. The basic pack has the $5 of gold, 15 days of premium time. Now, premium time, of course, in most games of this type, it gives you an increased capacity for earning experience and in-game money more quickly. The thing that had a lot of people concerned was, well, at the end of this early access period, they will go into open beta. And when that happens, your progress that you have made in early access will be wiped, which is understandable. They don't want to give you a huge leg up on the competition. That's not what it's for. This is for working out the technical difficulties and improving gameplay as a whole. But you don't have to worry about your premium time. The premium time that you would get from one of these Founders Packs does not start until open beta, when the general public will be allowed access to armored warfare. So you're not wasting this premium time on early access gameplay that's going to end up being wiped. So rest easy on that score. This will also give you an exclusive title and medal for being part of the early access testing. You will get one nice little perk when it does go into open beta. Well, members of these Founders Packs will get in first. We will have a few days to get in there and start our progress again. It will give us a slight edge on the competition, nothing horrific, but it's a nice little perk to give to the people that volunteered to spend their time testing the early phases of this game. One thing that I found particularly helpful is the fact that your nickname will also be reserved. Right now, it's fairly easy to get the name that you want for this game. But if, like me, you have a name that a lot of people would want, With many games, I find it impossible to get it without hyphenating it or putting a lot of underscores in there. It's very difficult. Well, now I don't have to worry about it. I already have the name, and you would as well. You will have the name that you choose, which should be fairly easy for you to get, and you will keep it from this point on. That was a very thoughtful touch, and I, in particular, appreciate that. Now, the $30 pack entitled Mercenary Commander has, of course, the early access guarantee. It has $15 of gold. They doubled the premium time to 30 days. Again, the same exclusive title and medal and the open beta head start and the reserve nickname. But you also get a unique commander. Now, these commanders will all have their specialties in-game, and you can assign them to different vehicles. This one is named Maximilian Koenig, and he'll have his own set of skills, and you'll want to put him in certain specific vehicles. I don't have any details on him yet, but we'll see what he's capable of. Well, that's given to you. And a premium vehicle, the 2S14 Zalo S, which is at Tier 4 as a tank destroyer. And I've run this particular tank destroyer, and it's pretty good, actually. And of course, being a premium vehicle, it will earn more experience and money for you than a standard vehicle will. So it's kind of nice to have. Now, I decided to go for the Lord of War bundle, as I said before. It has everything the others have, except they up your gold to $30 worth, which right there, that's quite a bit of the purchase price of $70, roughly, in American dollars. $30 worth of gold, 90 days of premium time. Now, that in itself, I think, pretty well covers that $70, but you, of course, get the title and medal, the open beta head start, the reserve nickname, you get the unique commander, and the premium tank destroyer at Tier 4. Well, that's probably about what other games would give you for your $70. Maybe a bit more. But in this package, they also give you another premium vehicle, the MBT-70 Tier 6 main battle tank, which, that's a pretty nice main battle tank as well. And two other exclusive Tier 6 vehicles as well, the BMPT Terminator and the Expeditionary tank. Now, the interesting thing about these last two vehicles, while the first two are premium and very, very nice, these are premium as well, but they are also exclusive for 1 year. No one else, besides people that purchase this particular Founders Pack, will have access to these vehicles for a year. That's not bad. Now, they can't guarantee that they're not going to put them on sale after that point in their shop, and I don't blame them. I'm not terribly fond of the concept of, well, you pay money to get special tanks, and that's the only way you can, ever have access to them is through this particular achievement or purchasing in a limited time only fashion. I don't mind that eventually these will become available for purchase by the general public. I'm fine with that. But I do kind of dig the idea that for a year, everyone else is going to be going, dang it, I gotta get that when it comes out. So that's a perk for me, a little ego boost. And if you purchase the Lord of War bundle, well, that would be a perk for you as well. And when you look at this package as a whole, yeah, well, $70 is a chunk. It's a little bit more than you might pay for an individual game elsewhere. But you get an awful lot for your money. And that's, 3 months of premium time. And that's going to go a long way too. Plus all these premium vehicles. The thing that I really like about this, well, all of these, actually, all of them are a pretty good value. One might say a really good value. The payoff for that to us is, as gamers, is if Armored Warfare, which is going to be a huge title, I think, if they're willing to give you more for your money when you purchase whatever it may be, gold, premium time, premium tanks, if they give you more for your money than the competition does, then the competition is going to feel strong pressure to follow suit. Start a bit of a price war, if you will. Now, I'm sure that this game is going to do fine, priced as it is, for their extra items, premium tanks and such. And I'm sure that their competition will as well. But this really works out nicely for us, the gaming community. Anything that gets us more bang for our buck when we do decide to turn loose of a few hard-earned dollars, that's a big plus for us. And I'm happy to see it happen. To wrap things up, I wanted to give you an idea of what you'll be seeing in early access. First of all, there is this map, the River Point map, and this is the trailer that they have just released for it, and it looks outstanding. Initially, we will have access to Tier 1 through 6 vehicles, and our playtesting will help them balance those. Once that is complete, then they will roll out Tier 7 and 8. Keep in mind during the test that a lot of optimization is going to be on hold while we test the basic code and the basic balance of these vehicles. I got good frame rates in the alpha, but there are optimizations that are already planned that they can't implement until they get some of the basic code bugs worked out first. So our gameplay experience should get smoother and smoother as time goes on. Now they have planned, if things go well, that for the second wave of early access, when it comes out, we'll start getting some visual customization options too, starting with decals that you can put on your vehicles, to be followed thereafter by the ability to alter the paint scheme of your vehicle with a number of unlockable camouflage patterns that can be applied. Also in the works are a much more advanced crew and commander system, more unique vehicle class mechanics, including the support shells for artillery units that have been discussed. Of course, more maps and a new map mode being added to existing maps. Oh, and there's one other system that they just dropped a juicy hint about, something they are calling the retrofit system. The details of that they are leaving, for the moment, to our imagination. Well, that's all I have for you concerning the Founders Packs that allow entry into Armored Warfare's Early Access program. Hopefully, I'll see you there. Until then, good hunting. Thanks for watching. I hope you were entertained. If you liked the video, please remember to subscribe. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you. And I'll see you next time.